Hey y'all, happy Saturday morning rant. Back in New York, 24 hours in Vegas. That was kind of rough. I think that's like more hours in the air than on the ground. But it was worth it. Went to a graduation. People straight out of prison, straight off the streets, straight out of addiction, getting their lives together. And all you can really do is sit there and try to further inspire them and be inspired by them and hope they make it. Because the truth is, if you've been around long enough, you know a bunch of them are not going to make it. But that's all right, because like going from fucking up to doing the right thing is not linear. This shit is zigzag all over the fucking place. And that kind of honesty is important if you're doing what people call re-entry work. Although the funny thing is, like, the people who do re-entry work are the most judgmental motherfuckers I've ever met. And so often, literally, they're the ones not giving people the grace and the room they need to get it right and get it wrong. And, you know, if I'm being fair, some of y'all got all this government money in the mix. And, you know, if somebody fucks up, you don't get paid. So, you know, you're trying to make it so that nobody don't fuck up. And if they fuck up, you just don't count it as a success because the government doesn't count it as success. You know where I'm going with this. It's some bullshit. But that's what we got right now. But I fuck with organizations that find a way to work through the truth, even in the middle of taking money based on lies. And you just got to have the humility to realize that you're probably going to ride that shit till the wheels fall off, or you're going to find money somewhere different than the traditional criminal justice reform money. But there's some organizations out there trying to do that, and so I fucks with them. They fuck with me. But the rest of y'all, get your shit together. But that's a good place to start this rant, because a lot of times when I do this rant, people be like, yo, is this motherfucker talking about me? So let me say this. First of all, I don't do this rant because I think I don't fuck shit up. I do this rant because I know I fuck shit up. That's the difference, right? Like, I actually can say out loud that I fuck shit up. Some of y'all feel like you can't say it because you feel like your funders are gonna be up your ass about that. But I fuck some shit up. So when I say something on these rants and you like, yo, is that about me? That's a question for you. That's not a question for me. Hit dogs holler, they say. So if there's something about your practice that makes you feel away when you listen to these rants, just fix that shit. Ain't no judgment. I mean, a little bit of judgment. But if you fixing some shit, ain't no judgment. We all fuck shit up. I fuck shit up every day. I make hard choices every fucking day. And while I try to make the right choice, I be fucking some shit up. The only difference between me and you is I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in the private sector. And when I fuck shit up, I ain't got to go, you know, kiss nobody's ass in philanthropy. That's the only difference. And just to be clear, I did that shit for 17 years. So I know what it's like. I remember Ford Foundation once saying to me, well, how do we know you're not lying to us, Glenn? And I was like, because it's the first fucking time I'm coming here not asking for your money. I've lied to you every other time to get the money from you. So yeah, I get it. I get what you got to do to be able to run these nonprofits. But yo, if you ask yourself whether my rant is about you, then my rant is probably about you. Even if it's not about you. You get what the fuck I'm saying? It's not about you, but it's about you. So that's the way I would, like, take it. You think when I think about these rants, I don't think about the fucked up decisions I made while I was running a nonprofit? So yeah, like, the shit is about you. And do whatever work you need to do to show up differently and challenge some shit. That's the other thing, yo. I'm so fucking pissed right now. This was a rough fucking week for me because, like, you could take a lot of shit from me. You could take my organization that I've built. You could take a project I've built. You could steal a bunch of shit. You could even steal my ideas, but don't steal my fucking words. Like, come on. Don't steal my words. People closest to the problem are closest to the solution, but furthest from power and resources. That's like the only fucking thing I own from 17 years of criminal justice reform. The rest of it, I don't need to own. That, I need to own. It's my fucking words. Like, make up some shit. There wasn't even ChatGPT when I said that the first time. I made that shit up. You ain't even got to make some shit up. You can ChatGPT some shit. and, use the word indeed and extraordinary 10 times. Maybe people won't know, but the point is, you ain't got to steal my shit. You ain't got to be standing up there making people think my fucking words are your fucking words, or that my fucking words materialized out of nowhere and it don't belong to nobody. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Imitation is the sincerest form of fucking theft. It's my words. Just let me have my words, yo. But I ain't only mad at people who steal my words and put it in their documents. And it ain't just nonprofits. Like, I've seen elected officials, mayors, fucking governors, everybody fucking using my words without attribution. And people keep saying, oh, why don't you copyright that shit? No, I ain't copyrighting no shit. I'm gonna be dead and gone. Like, I'm just here to do what the fuck I could do while I'm alive. Once I'm dead, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm not even writing a book. I'm not even writing a fucking book. You know how many people want to pay me to write a fucking book? I don't want to write a fucking book because I don't give a fuck. Like, either you're going to take what I got now, my truth, make it your truth, or you're going to say, fuck you, I don't care what he says. But I'm not, like, copywriting shit to stop you from fucking stealing my words. I'm telling you. I'm from the fucking streets. I'm telling you. Like, literally, I'm telling you, just stop fucking using my words. Because I'm going to keep calling you out on it. I want my fucking words. That's it. You can have everything else. You can have my boards, my organizations, money, anything. You can even have ideas for fucking initiatives. I can't tell you how often I tell people good ideas because I know I'm not going to move it forward, and I hope they move it forward. But give me my words. Those are mine. Last thing I want to talk about, and y'all see I'm driving down the highway, and I got my fucking seatbelt on. I got my seatbelt on. A lot of times I be tucking this shit behind my back, and y'all be like, I'm so scared you're gonna crash and go through the window. Well, at least you'll have a front seat for that shit. And actually, there's a lot of people out there that would love for me to crash and go through the fucking front window. Y'all know who they are. The same motherfuckers that be standing in front of my fucking quote and not giving me any fucking credit. They'd love to see me crash and go through the fucking front windshield of a car. But anyway, I got my seatbelt on for all of y'all that be like, yo, put your seatbelt on. So here's the other thing I want to talk about. Well, let me go back a little bit. Here's what I was going to say. I get upset at, like, people who do it, and it's elected officials. But you know who I get equally upset at? Y'all motherfuckers that sit in the audience and don't say shit. Like, are y'all scared to say some shit? Are y'all scared to just be like, yo, those are Glenn's words. Can you put his name on the bottom of that? I know why y'all scared, right? Like, if somebody's paying for you to go to a conference, if somebody's paying for you to come to a meeting, if somebody's, like, booking flights for you, I know how this nonprofit shit work. Everybody wants a free flight. I want a free flight. 17 years of free flights all over the fucking country. That's part of how that shit works. But, yo, I don't know. I don't think I was ever scared, though. I don't think I was ever, like, scared to not say, like, that ain't right. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. It's easy to romanticize, like, your role when you're no longer in the middle of it. But I'm asking y'all, like, if you see my name in my quote, like, everybody who hates, for every one person who hates you, trust me, there are going to be a lot of people in the world who fucking fall in love with you. Like, literally, for every one person who hates you for telling the truth, there's going to be a bunch of other people that are going to be like, yo, I love the fact that you spoke truth to power just now. Because most people don't have the courage to be able to do so. And the person who does it, again, the person who you call out is probably going to hate you. And you can say call in or whatever the fucking woke term is right now for telling people to stop fucking around. But people will like you. That's what I've learned. Like, a lot of people hate me now. Actually, a lot of people always hated me, but it wasn't until I had a bit of a fall that they expressed that they hated me because they bitches and they couldn't do it while I was in a position where they saw me as having resources. But my point is this, like, a lot of people hate me now, and I'm actually good with that shit. I'm good. Yo, look how fucked up the light is on my video. Damn. I'm actually okay with people hate me. Because that actually means, somebody told me yesterday when I was in Vegas, if people shooting for you, it's because you hovering right above the target. I love that shit. You hovering right above the target. So keep shooting for me because I'm hovering right above the motherfucking target. So hold on. So here's what I want to talk about before I wrap this shit up and before I get off this highway, because I know this trip is 17 minutes. I want to talk about leaders in the nonprofit space who are doing the right thing and leaders in the nonprofit space who are doing the wrong thing and how they get treated. So leaders doing the wrong fucking thing, I have literally said, like, they chilling. They ain't stressed. They spending money on all kinds of shit. They got really good salaries and shit. I believe people should get paid well, but I mean disproportionate to the rest of the people on their staff. But they chilling. They like paying for first class flights. They moving from hotel to hotel. Things go wrong with travel. They rebooking. They don't give a fuck about the other ticket. Whatever the fuck. Like just spending money. And they not stressed about shit. They not stressed. People who ain't doing the right thing ain't stressed about shit. In my experience. I don't speak in absolute. So I know there's some people who ain't doing the right thing that's probably stressed out. I get that. So just roll with me for a second. I hate that I got to keep fucking like qualifying my statements because some of y'all are so fucking woke that I know you're going to try to out-woke me and be like, that's not true. Anything in absolutes is... Anyway, you get where the fuck I'm going with that. So just try to get the point though. Then I got a bunch of leaders around me who are doing the right thing, literally, who wake up every day and be like, yo, does this match with my values? Is this what I built this organization for? Am I paying people the right amount of money? Was I wrong with that decision? Is that an HR issue? Or is that like a I care about you issue? Like, how do we roll through this without feeling punitive? Like, yo, those are the leaders I fuck with, because it's gotta be, because I met a bunch of y'all who ain't like that, and I was just like, I can't fuck with that. Like, that shit is disgusting. I know correction officers that are more sympathetic than a lot of people in the criminal justice reform space, just to fucking name it. But my point is this: leaders that are doing the right thing get stressed the fuck out, and then they be having emotional and mental health issues, and then you know what? That shit gets exacerbated. You know why? Because they spend their whole time worried about what the funders are gonna think. I love these people. I fucking love these people. But literally, I'm spending time processing with them about how to figure out how to express themselves, talk about their challenges, talk about how the work is taking a toll on them, talk about the fact that most of the poster children in this movement have literally never done the work that's needed to heal their own trauma, and how triggering and exacerbating it can be to be in this systemically oppressive system of philanthropy and nonprofit. And then when they do get ill, and people see that they're fucking ill, they're all behind the scenes spending another year or two trying to figure out whether they could take a fucking sabbatical, or whether they could take some time off, or whether they can go into a month-long in-house fucking mental health treatment program. Like, literally, instead of doing the work to take care of themselves, they're worried about how the fuck the funders are gonna think about them and their mental health and their emotional health. That shit is fucking insane. It's fucking, and everybody don't got to think about it. It's mostly black and brown people, or people directly impacted, because they're not used to having this level of access, this level of privilege, and they're held to a different standard. And y'all ain't got no real fucking compassion around the idea that people don't go from doing the wrong thing to doing the right thing. That, again, it's not fucking linear, that people fuck up, they get it right, they get it wrong. And y'all say that y'all is in the business of fucking restorative justice, and you're in the business of restoration, and you're in the business of second chances, and you're in the business of grace, and you're in the business of justice, and you're in the business of equity, and you're in the business of helping people, and you're in the business of supporting people, and you're in the business of lifting people up, and you're in the business of calling people in and not calling them out, and you're in the business of putting yourself out of business. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. I ain't making this shit up. But y'all ain't really in that business. Y'all in the business of microphones, money, ego, all that sort of shit. And then when somebody who's a fucking leader, who you literally are giving proverbial fucking blowjobs to when they're on stage, and when you're just loving the fact that they represent the epitome of what we can all do, what we can all achieve. This person who's been to prison came back. Look at them. They're all suited up. They look beautiful. They're raising all this money. They're trying to make change. They're hiring other formerly incarcerated people. They're doing the right thing. And meanwhile, they're fucking suffering with mental health issues, and they're scared to fucking tell you that, because you as the fucking funder are going to punish them for that and go find the next formerly incarcerated person, or the next poster child if you're talking about homelessness, or if you're talking about healthcare, or whatever the issue is. Plug and play. I understand that this nonprofit shit is not just about criminal justice. It's fucking plug and play, because my clients are doing work everywhere in a bunch of different sectors, and it's the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. That's what the fuck I want to rant about today. Like, I literally, my heart is hurting for 3 people right now. Because instead of them saying, like I'm having heart palpitations and I'm having emotional issues and I'm having mental health issues and I'm having suicidal ideation and I'm leaving this role right now for 30 days or 2 weeks or 6 months to go do something about it. They're all fucking worried about you, the funders, and what the fuck you're gonna think about it. And y'all don't feel any responsibility around that. Like, yes, people directly impacted should be doing the work. They should be up front, but have some fucking compassion for what that means for them. Like, literally what they're putting on the line. And the thing y'all never fucking think about, like, if a person comes out of prison after doing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, and they have all these skill sets that allow them to build a nonprofit, be impressive, charismatic, front of the room, television, radio, raise money, all that. You never stop to ask yourself, but wait, where's the suffering and where's the pain? Where does it live? Because it's got to be in their DNA somewhere. You don't do all that time in prison and not have that shit become literally part of your being, part of your soul, and part of your structure. And do you really think just because they're really good at not showing it, that it doesn't exist? Don't you fucking understand the skills that you need to survive in prison are the very fucking skills that will set you up for failure when you're out here doing this nonprofit fucking charitable fucking work? I don't have an answer. I'm just fucking pissed. And I'm gonna do what the fuck I can to help these leaders. Even if sometimes the job for me is to fucking coach them out of the role they're in so they can save themselves and save their fucking families. Because fuck y'all who don't give a fuck. Enjoy your little fucking gatherings. Enjoy your little fucking parties. Do whatever you gotta do to keep your energy going. Don't steal my quotes though. Do what the fuck you gotta do. But goddamn, have some fucking compassion for each other. Because you know what? The emperor has no fucking clothes. People see it. It's like one big game of all of us know what the fuck is going on, but we're not saying shit. And I know we all know. How do I know? Because I talk to y'all. I talk to enough people who give a fuck. And I hate the fact that they're so fucking afraid to call it out. And they're not in the position I'm in to be able to do so. So I do it. And I make enemies. And I don't give a fuck. That's what I got for y'all. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my fucking weekend. I'm almost to my location. Thanks for taking this trip with me. Don't let nobody steal your motherfucking rainbow. And tell the fucking truth. And call out the fucking lies. And try to create an atmosphere where people can actually do good work and fucking live and thrive. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.